Would you look at that? Obviously. Hello everybody, it's time to go through another training session. So as of this week, I'm 4 weeks out, or at least I'm competing on a Friday, so technically it's a little bit less than 4 weeks out, but I'm 4 weeks out. I'm just saying it because it's easier for me to think about how my training sessions fall and stuff. So technically 4 weeks out. Today we're going to go through a primary squat and primary bench session. I have both my primary squat and primary bench in the same session. Some people don't. I do. It's just easier for me. Opening up my logbook. A wee bit annoying. I had to start a brand new logbook in the middle of this prep because I finished my other one. Starting off, we have a double on squat. I've just come to find when I run doubles leading into a competition, I perform a little bit better as opposed to just doing singles. I know like the most common or most, I'll say like well-known way to prep going into a competition is lots and lots of singles, obviously, because you're going to be hitting a single on the platform. I feel like my squat falls a little bit flat when I do that. So we're running doubles. We've got a double at 8. And then on bench, I actually have a single. Now, previously, on bench, I have ran like a triple, double, single sort of situation into competition. And that's felt really good. But a previous prep that I've done in close proximity to like now, I actually ran singles. So we're doing the same thing again. We're doing a little Frankenstein sitch where I just mesh all the things that went well in previous blocks up to an extent. Yeah, that is the majority of my session because I do also have back offs. I've got like a 5x5 and then a 6x5. So 5x5 on squat and a 6x5 on bench. Woo! That's essentially my session. This day is very, well, it's barbell focused, isn't it? Because I've literally got 2 of my primaries in one session. So I don't have time to do a bunch of accessories. And 2, I don't really need to do a bunch of accessories. Basically, we're going to be going through a primary squat, primary bench session. session is done. Would you look at that? I finally hit a squat PB. The thing is, right, a lot of you guys are watching. Probably this is like the first time you've seen me lift, but I've been lifting for a while. And squat PBs for me are few and far between. So when I actually get a squat PB, it's like, yo, what's going on here? The world is spinning again. I'm really happy with squats. Back offs were gnarly. I'm not gonna lie, like, they felt tough. I know 5x5 doesn't sound like a lot, but it feels like a lot after doing a heavy double. So 120 was feeling kind of heavy. Bench, my god. So I must have taken too long on my squats. I basically only ever take about 2 hours or so into a session, like max, because of where I park. I don't want to get a parking fine, and it's like 2 hours maximum stay, which is ample for most sessions. But I always find when I'm prepping, it takes a little bit longer. Like, it just does. Like, my sessions take a little bit longer because I'm working up to slightly heavier weights. I've got more sets sometimes. And yeah, basically it takes a little bit more time. I must have taken too long on some of my squats, because when I got to bench, I was like, oh shit, I only really have about half an hour to get my bench and my split squats done, which bench, I didn't have a 5x5, I had a 6x5. Interesting. Basically had to superset my split squats with my bench, which is not ideal, but I need to get them done, so needs must. But overall, not a bad session. This morning I was 64.7, so we're en route to make weight nicely for competition. I'm pretty comfortable. I'm going to sit around here for a little bit longer, because as mentioned, I've got to get on a flight, and sometimes I hold like water on a flight, and we don't want that. Like, I don't want to hold on to any extra body weight that's not necessary. Happy with how everything felt, happy with how everything's moving. It's all ticking along nicely, but that's essentially a primary session. That's my 2 primaries. I always know that my Monday session is going to be kind of tight for time because I have 2 primaries in one session, but it suits me. Like, that split has worked well for me previously. So just gotta grin and bear it, right? But anyway, that's my session done. That's this video done. I don't know what session I'm gonna film next, but we're gonna be following along because I am 4 weeks out now.